Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Samantha and it's so nice to have you here. Today's a very exciting video. We are finally doing my nose job vlog. I only had my nose done 2 weeks ago, so the results are not final. It takes about 12 months to get your final results with, you know, no swelling and everything like that. So nothing is final, but it is obviously a good indication of what you can look like at 2 weeks post-op. I did get a rhinoplasty and a septoplasty, and I'm really excited to be able to share my experience, my recovery process, me taking my cast off, and my results with you. So if you're interested in seeing that, then obviously keep watching the video. I was blessed with a 6 a.m. check-in time at the hospital, so I got up a little bit earlier. I had some alone time and some last words with my nose, and it was, I don't know, it was like the weirdest feeling ever because I knew that in a couple of hours I would be like unconscious. It was just so weird. But anyway, we went into the hospital and they put these weird things on my leg and the little IV thing that goes in your hand, which I hate. They hurt so much. Again, this is my final look at my old nose right before they wheeled me into surgery. My surgery took about 2 hours and then I had some yogurt and a really good muffin, but I was like pretty much out of it. I barely remember that. So I just got out of surgery like an hour ago. He's just grabbing my medicines. I feel fine. I feel totally fine. There's no pain. I feel kind of like, you know, when you get hay fever and you get like a sinus little tingle, that's kind of how it feels. But I feel fine. I feel totally fine. Just very, very sleepy. Can't wait to get in bed and watch infomercials. I'll check in later. It's day 1 post-surgery. I'm starting to get some swelling and some bruising on my eyes, and my nose is very stuffy, very congested. I had a horrific sleep last night. I probably slept maybe like a total of 1 hour because I kept waking up every 5 minutes thinking I was going to roll onto my face or something. I was throwing up yesterday and today because of the painkillers they gave me. They make me really nauseous. So Joshua's just gone to the doctor's office to grab me some anti-nausea, and then I'm gonna do my nasal spray and all of that jazz. But yeah, overall I'm feeling fine. My nose doesn't hurt at all. It just feels like a lot of pressure. It feels like when you have like the flu and you just feel very stuffy, but I don't feel any pain. My stitches are not painful either. Everything feels quite fine. Alright, I'm starting to feel a little bit better now, so I'm gonna do some skincare. Oh god, I've also got the hiccups. These are the state of my eyes at the moment. Surgery was yesterday. Sorry about my hiccups. I've been throwing up so much that they had to give me a different medication. But apart from that, I feel fine. Oh. And I'm just gonna try my best not to touch any of my dressings or like stitches or anything. I just want to get all of this crap off my face. I'm so scared to take my cast off. So basically I've had my operation done in Sydney and I live in Melbourne. So we're gonna have to drive home because I didn't want to get a plane here. Like I'd have to take a plane back like this. So we're gonna drive home. But the thing is, that means that I have to take my own cast off, and that's gonna be on day 10 or day 12. I had such a rough night last night though because I kept throwing up, and like obviously when you throw up so much pressure goes into your head. But TMI, I literally threw up and some of it came out of my nose. And it really hurt. Let's see, red light. I will check in with you guys tomorrow morning and we'll see how I feel. Bye. Day 2 after surgery. My right eye is not doing too good. Still feel a bit nauseous. Overall fine. I'm not getting any pain inside my nose. It's just I'm struggling to see with this eyeball. I was able to do all my skincare last night and I had a really good sleep. Today I'm just taking it easy and just watching TV. And I'm gonna try and eat some solid food today. I do have a fucking banging headache though, which is very annoying.
Irritable nurse behind the desk. You'll be seen after the man who claims. We have to fill these out.
Good morning, everyone. It's day 3 post-op. The swelling on my eyes has gone down quite a bit, but now it's just all in my face. I look like a little chipmunk. Joshua's just going to get us coffees. And then when he gets back, I'll have my coffee and then I'll have a shower and wash my hair, get dressed, try and have a somewhat normal day. I'm so excited to see my cats tomorrow. I'm so excited to sleep in my own bed and just have all of my own stuff. But yeah, in terms of pain, there's still no pain. It just feels a lot like when you have the flu and you're just very congested and stuffy. That's how I feel. There's no pain though. But yeah, I'm just struggling with my skin at the moment. My face is so firm. Like, crazy. Look how cute my little pink shower products are. That was so nice to have a shower. I actually feel like a human again. I've got an appointment with the nurses tomorrow, just to check on my nose and see if everything's all good, and then they'll clear me to go back to Melbourne. Then we're going to drive back to Melbourne straight after that. Should get home maybe like 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. ish. Overall, I feel fine. I was really I wasn't nervous about the experience, but I did think it would be quite painful. And I haven't felt a single lick of pain whatsoever. It's only if I forget that I have the nose cast on, because I can't actually feel it on my face. It's only if I forget, like Joshua before he scared me and I scrunched up my face, like I did like the nose scrunch thing underneath my cast, and then it didn't hurt, but it just felt like a lot of pressure, I guess. So yeah, I feel totally fine. I was totally overestimating how painful it would be and what the recovery time would be, because I literally feel fine and it's been 3 days. I think I could definitely go back to work tomorrow if I chose to, but I'm not going to. I also need to clean this room desperately. I have crap everywhere. Peace out. I will see you tomorrow. I'm about to go to the nurse just to get a checkup. I'm just getting so excited because I can see how cute and teeny tiny my nose is going to be. Oh, my face is still swollen though. And this is the bruising that I have on my eyes. But yeah, this is what I look like. It is day 4, I think. Yeah, day 4. Dr. Muradi's office was like a 5-minute walk from the hotel we were staying at, so that was nice and easy, even though it was super embarrassing still to be walking around looking like that. But doesn't this office remind you of a boat? There's something very nautical about it and I can't put my finger on it. Maybe I'm an idiot. Straight after that, we started driving home back to Melbourne. It ended up taking us 12 hours, which is crazy. And look at this. Oh my goodness. This was the biggest thing I've ever seen in my whole life. Oh shit, that's hot. Oh my god, so I missed a day in there. It's day 6 now. Oh my god, it was such a long drive and it was so shit. Looking back, I kind of wish I had flown because I was worried about like how my nose would feel flying and that it would be really bad. But looking back, like 12 hours of driving in my head was like doing that the whole time because I was like trying to rest, but the roads are bumpy and it was just, oh my god, it was a nightmare. And we got home and one of my cats was missing. So we were like trying to find him all day yesterday. We ended up finding him, but now I feel so exhausted because it was 5 days post-op and I was running around the neighborhood like a crazy person. But yeah, I'm home. I missed a day, but it was uneventful. I pretty much looked exactly the same. All of my bruising is gone. I still have the swelling in the lower parts of my cheeks here. Like, that's not usually there. I've got some scabbing still from my stitches. Still congested. Sometimes I can breathe, sometimes I can't. So I've set this for an hour and I'm just gonna have a little nap. And then I'm thinking I might try and tidy, but I want to do my nails. So I might do that after this. Yeah, this will just hopefully help with my swelling in the lower part of my face and then also help with the healing of my stitches too. It's day 10 and I'm about to take my cast off and I'm so nervous. My nurse said that I can just either put my head in the shower or like soak this, and once I get it wet it should peel right off apparently. So I should probably use warm water, hey? God, that went all down my top. Okay, surely that's enough. I got it really, really wet. Oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna pull my nose off. Oh my god, it's coming off. It's coming off. Oh my god, I'm nervous. I don't want to see it. Okay. Oh my god, that's so weird. What? Okay, I feel like I'm gonna pass out because that is so weird. I don't like this lighting. It's making me look like a who. So as you can see from the front of my face, my nose is higher. Usually if you were looking at the front, you wouldn't be able to see my nostrils front on, especially if I was smiling. The tip of my nose usually turns down when I smile and it covers like this Cupid's bow part of my face, whereas now that doesn't happen. He did also make my tip less bulbous is what they say. So he took stuff out of here to make it straighter because my nose naturally goes this way. Took some out of my tip and then pushed this up as well. So now you can see it's got a lot more of like a little ski slope effect. The tip is a lot smaller. My nostrils are a lot more symmetrical. Obviously, perfect symmetry is never gonna happen with my face. It just won't. That would be completely unrealistic if I was searching for that. My nose has always been crooked. It always goes this way, so it's always going to look different if I'm doing this or if I'm doing that. It's always going to look different. And that is something that's so important when you're getting plastic surgery, especially a nose job. You can't focus on perfection. It will never happen, especially if you're starting with a nose that was similar to mine. If you've got like a hooked nose, a crooked nose, a deviated septum, you are most likely never going to get a perfectly symmetrical nose. And that's totally fine. That is so fine. No one actually notices. It's just you that notices, funnily enough, and a plastic surgeon. But yes, these are my results. So from the front, from this little part, from the side, I do have most of my swelling in the bridge of my nose here. It can give the illusion of having a new bump. This is due to swelling. I also have a very swollen tip due to me having quite thick skin, but these are my results at 2 weeks. And as I said before, it takes a very long time for your swelling to go down. So you have to be so patient. I always have to catch myself every single day and kind of just say, Sam, relax, because every day is different. It's so funny with a nose job. It's not a linear recovery.
You can wake up one day and your nose looks teeny tiny and it looks perfect and you're so happy. And then the next day you wake up and it's swollen, lopsided and looks insane, and you have to like really remind yourself that that's not the final look. Because there's been days where I've actually looked at my face and been like, what did I spend all of that money on? And then the next day I'm like, wow, money well spent, looks amazing. So you really kind of have to just like ignore it and try your very best to just be positive and trust the process. A lot of it was for my breathing issues, but also a lot of it was because I just didn't like people looking at me from the side. I didn't like my side profile. It didn't make me feel confident. And I think if you feel that way for a very long period of time and you've considered all of your options and you've thought about it, you've thought it through, and you have the means to do it, why not? So I did it. And I'm very, very happy I did it. I waited a very long time and I'm very proud of myself. And I hope that this video was helpful to anybody that is considering a rhinoplasty or septoplasty. If you do have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I am more than happy to do a follow-up video. I probably will at like 6 months anyway, just to show you where everything's at. But yeah, I know it's not my usual sewing content. We will be back in a couple of weeks with some dresses, but yeah, that is my nose job vlog. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you have a lovely day and a lovely life, and I'll see you next time. Bye.